Woo!
You can hear that one,
Holy
right?
crap!
Yeah. That's so it's not scary people.
Oh my gosh, 10 minutes, Brittany. That was a 10-minute long call. Let's
Yeah.
do some takeaways from this, guys, because I think it's important to just talk a little bit about the greatness we just heard. Okay?
Yeah.
First and foremost, when you guys are calling homeowners and you're saying, "Are you interested in selling your house?" and you're doing that, are they like nice to you? Do they sell you? Do they become your unpaid workforce? No. What just happened there? Brittany was able to connect, build rapport. She had a deal that Brittany might have been able to get like 2 weeks ago. If Brittany had just called this agent 2 weeks ago, there would have been a deal that Brittany would have had. But she was 2 weeks too late. But guess what? What did Brittany do that was incredible? She said, if anything falls through, I'm available. And she also asked for the close date of that other deal because Brittany's going to set to follow up with her about 3 or 4 days before that close date to make sure that that's actually happening, that the closing is still looking good. Look at the rapport that was built there. Incredible. And see, this is what's amazing about the batch dialer, guys. Now she's putting in notes. She knows about when she's got to follow up with the agent to make sure that that deal didn't get that deal actually closed. Okay. She is putting in notes about what they talked about. That agent was literally, as they should be, she was selling Brittany. That's what a good call sounds like, guys. When an agent feels honored that they're on the phone with a heavy hitter like you. Wow. Just wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, she does lift, guys. She sure does. That was incredible conversation, Brittany. I was sitting in the background here. I'm so happy that my camera was off because I was like losing my head, like somebody just brought me 50 birthday cakes and said I could eat them all. That's
It's
how
funny. I kind of forgot you guys were watching at some point. I think I was like, oh, because you get so dialed into the call. So
incredible. And for those of you that are continuing to comment about Tommy's pin, I'm sorry we can't do anything about it. Move on. And then let's keep going, Brittany. I'm gonna disappear.
okay. And this time, guys, I'll try to take the notes inside of directly on batch. The last call is taking in my notebook, so I will take them live so you can see me type and talk.
Lotus Robin.
Hey, Robin. My name is Brittany, and I am looking to see if you can help me out. So I am trying to buy a couple of investment properties in DFW. My first question to you is, do you work with investors?
I do.
You do. Awesome. That's good checkbox. So yeah, my name is Brittany. I primarily try to pick up properties Plano, South Dallas, Frisco. We do some stuff in Fort Worth. Do you work in those markets?
I don't do Plano and Frisco.
Okay.
As far as investments go, I try to stay within the radius of my office. So Fort Worth is included in that. Arlington, Grand Prairie, Cedar Hill, Waxahachie, Red Oak, Midlothian, those areas, but
Okay.
not so much north.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Fort Worth and Arlington. I mean, those are in Grand Prairie. Those are also areas that we work in. We have some contractors, and we you know flip out there, pick up some properties, let go of them, different methods. So do you ever have anything that, you know, that comes across your table that's like investment worthy that we could flip or look at for rehab?
I always do. I typically take those myself, or sometimes I pass it off to one of my investors. But I typically do. But I guess a better question is to ask what your needs are. What are you looking for?
I primarily look for single family or small multifamily. That's kind of our bread and butter. Max ARV somewhere around, depending on the area, of course, but max ARV in 600, about 600K. We like to make at least a 20% return. So, of course, my pet peeve, and I know you can probably relate. We're not going to, you know, lowball and, you know, give you, you know, make an offer like 30 cents on the dollar, anything like that. We like for it to make sense on both sides. But of course, we have to make a profit. So rest assured that, you know, we're not going to, you know, be throwing in these crazy, wild, lowball offers. But the numbers do have to make sense for us. If you're, I mean, you're an investor yourself, so you understand that, right? Um, so, like I said, we're looking for single families. I'm trying to pick up my goal. Well, not even a goal. What I have to do is pick up at least 3 within the next month. So we try to have at least 3 or 4 going. We have some that we're unloading, we're finishing up, and you know we're just trying to keep the cycle going. And we're really picking things up in DFW. We were primarily doing stuff in Central Texas, but you know brought my brother-in-law on board, so we started doing a few things here and there in DFW. So does that answer your question?
Um, it does. When you're placing offers on the properties, are you legitimately using cash as in liquid, or are you guys going through a hard money or any other alternative financing?
Well, I mean, as my method is absolutely using either, I try to use private money, you know, we have family and everything, or hard money, just because, I mean, I have cash reserves. I have liquid cash, but as any investor, you know, don't want to use your cash, you know, your liquid cash, that's mine. So we try to use, you know, OPM as much as possible. I mean, we have 2 hard money lenders that we utilize, and you know, they know exactly what, when, and how, and they're pretty fast. They're um, very good at, you know, getting us what we need and when we need it, as long as we have the time. Most of the stuff, actually, all of the stuff that we do, they don't require appraisals or anything. So as long as our numbers make sense to them, then you know they fund everything. So I mean, hard money is same as cash. I mean, I don't know if you use, you know, your own cash. I try not to use my own cash if I don't have to. I mean, that enables us to flip more properties if we don't use our own cash. If I use my own cash, then we wouldn't be nearly doing as much volume as we do.
Okay, well, I typically work with investors that do use their own cash because as you know, the hard money lenders are not all created equal, and
Right.
sometimes they definitely do want an appraisal. They definitely don't operate the same as cash, which affects the timelines on both sides. So I'm typically looking for someone that is using their own cash because of that, unless they have quite a bit under their belt that they've done with that hard money lender, and that they're not going to require it based off of appraisal or school district or some other nonsense things that some of them operate within. So for me, unless I know the person personally, it typically isn't even worth it. Just
Yeah.
because, like, I 100% get where you're coming from. And to be honest, I've been a real estate broker for 21 years. I've done it all. And that means that when I'm in partnership with someone, like helping them find properties, just I don't have that need like a new agent to, oh, let me just throw something out there and see if I can make a sale. But like
Right.
for my folks, it's a real win. Like it's a win. It's not just, losing time. It's a real
Exactly.
win on those different properties. So I try to, make sure that it makes sense. But
Well, that makes
It's
sense
just so much fluff
completely.
out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
it's so much fluff out there. But I think I would like for you to send me your information, and maybe we can talk about maybe some things that come up. Just some of the areas that you named. I probably do know a couple of uh, areas in this metroplex that, hey, you could just jump out there and flip it and get a nice return on it. And I'm not doing that right now. So that's the only thing that makes it attractive to me,
Absolutely.
because I lost my my number one contractor, and until I find a suitable replacement, I won't do that right now. So I have been forwarding it to my other investors and playing a different role until I get my contractor team back the way that I like it. So
Yeah.
if you would send me an email with your information, I just want, maybe we'll develop a relationship that'll be mutually beneficial. And there's nothing I know better than this market. Born and raised, and I do most of my deals off market.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful.
It's 80% of my business. So
Okay. Well, let me do, let me do this. Let me say this, because I know definitely, like, I get where you're coming from 100%. Especially with, so I'm glad you told me that. So over the next several months. So I mean, you sound like someone that I would really love to work with because you understand the investing side. It's hard to find agents who understand that side of things. So if it comes down to it, where hey, I'll use my own cash, so we can build the relationship, then let's do that. And then, let's gain some, trust on both sides. I'm more than happy to, build that relationship with you. Let's say let's get the first one done. And then once the first one's done, it's like, all right, now we know it's legit. Let's get another and
right.
another. So yeah, I'm completely okay with doing that. So let me confirm your email. Can I get your email address?
Yeah, you can use broker, BROKER, and this is going to be an acronym for the Real Estate House of Texas. It's TREH as in Harry, TX like Texas. TREHTX, broker at tradetexas.com.